Well, new today, prosecutors in Germany say the motive is still unknown after at least 5 people were killed and at least 200 others hurt when a Saudi doctor allegedly drove his car into a busy outdoor Christmas market. It happened in the eastern German city of Magdeburg. Authorities say the driver, a 50-year-old Saudi Arabian citizen who had lived in Germany for more than 10 years. Cops arrested the man at the scene shortly after his car barreled into the market at around 7 o'clock, they say. The holiday festival was full of Christmas shoppers just looking forward to this nice holiday weekend. The suspect is a specialist in psychiatry and psychotherapy. Officials say he shared dozens of tweets and retweets daily, focusing on anti-Islam themes, often criticizing the religion and congratulating Muslims who left the faith. He also accused German authorities of failing to do enough to combat what he said was the Islamism of Europe. The violent act marred a festive event that's part of a centuries-old German tradition. It prompted several other German towns to cancel their weekend Christmas markets as a precaution and out of solidarity with Magdeburg's loss. Joining us now to talk more is Senior Fellow at the National Security Institute, Lester Munson. Lester, thanks for joining us.
Great to be with you.
And we're learning that here in New York City, the police department has heightened security at our own holiday markets. How concerning is this attack thousands of miles away in Germany?
Well, I don't think American shoppers should be too concerned. It is a reminder that we remain seized with a war on terrorism around the world that hasn't gone away, even though it's much of the violence has abated recently. This is something that it is going to probably be bothering us for several years, but I really don't think it should change any American's behavior.
Yeah, it's just a reminder that it's still lingering and festering out there, isn't it? The prosecutor in Germany today saying that the motive is still yet to be determined. What do you make so far about what we do know, the few details we do have?
Well, it seems to be a one-off attack. This doesn't seem to be linked to a larger issue. There are, of course, massive changes happening in the Middle East, in Syria, Lebanon, Israel, Gaza. So we can't completely discount the fact that this might be connected to something larger, but it appears to be a one-off attack. It's just a reminder that, during this holiday season, we live in a fallen world. And the season of peace and joy might be interrupted, but we should focus on those important values regardless.
Yeah, and just always remember, if you see something, say something. This market attack comes 8 years after an Islamic extremist drove a truck into a crowded Christmas market in Berlin. We all remember that. What more steps need to be taken to enhance safety at such events in the future? I think about anytime you go to events like this, you very often see the big beams or barrels, rather, like steel beams, things that are in place, barricades. Do you think that needs to be something that's just kind of commonplace all the time? And what else?
Well, I think for normal citizens, for Americans, there's not much we can do except to be wary and to be aware of what's going on around you. For people who are organizing public events, they do need to be conscious of where can a vehicle get in, what might be a vulnerability to some sort of mass attack, but we also can't live in fear. We need to continue to do the things that we care about, be with the ones we love, and not worry too much about one-off attacks like this. This is the chances of anyone being hurt or killed by a terrorist act are much less than actually being hit by lightning. So
of course,
we should be able to put this in perspective.
Well, our hearts go out to those folks in Germany, and with 200 injured and some of them very seriously, that death count could go up, and our hearts go out to them. Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on your screen. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.